Good morning, Goderich. This is Anthony Wilkinson. It is September the 7th, 2010, and everybody's getting back to school and everybody's getting back to the swing of vacation time is over and getting back to work. So myself, I'm in the same vein, trying to getting back to videos and talking to you folks every morning. And it's a beautiful day because we had a really rainy, wet weekend. It was a nice break, but it's nice to have the sun back. And I just want to talk a little bit today about where you're focusing your efforts are in terms of like online marketing and in terms of social media and things like that. I read a really interesting article about there's these services called location-based services where you can go to like a restaurant and it uses the GPS on your phone and you can check in, and that verifies your location as to, did you actually visit that place, and you can, the amount of check-ins. I'm talking about Foursquare in particular. If you check in enough time, you get to be like the mayor of that location, and they have incentives for repeat visits, and it's really effective, and it's really interesting because the amount of incentives they can offer, and because so restaurants will get on it and be like, if you're the mayor of this restaurant, you can get like free dessert, or you can get some sort of bonus. And people are kind of like, people who have smartphones are really, it's a really nice bonus for them to come to visit your business, because they get, it's like an incentive program basically, but it's also visible to all of their friends, and that's, the social aspect of it. The problem is that you still have to have, it's about like your customer segment. So they have to have a smartphone, they have to have the application installed, and they did some research and they found it was like, I think they said 6% in a large urban center, 6% were actually eligible to use the service or would take advantage of it. And so that's, in some ways it's impressive, but in other ways it's like, okay, if you're looking at spending marketing dollars on, you have to remember it's only for 6% of your total market. So, and locally, in this area locally, it's also a little bit of a different animal because we don't have as many smartphone users. We don't have quite the amount of adoption for social media than we would, say, in the city. So that's just something that people, that I would suggest you keep in mind when you're designing a marketing program, and when you're looking at internet marketing, social media marketing versus traditional marketing. Definitely social media marketing is the way things are going, but I think there is room for a mix of marketing approaches, and in the terms of like a geolocation service, which is really interesting, and it's fairly new and exciting, is you just have to keep in mind how many of my customers will be actually using this service, and so you can get in, get your feet wet. Just don't spend a lot of money. Try to gauge how many users are actually going to take advantage of that service, and use, and the other important thing too for Foursquare is like they designed like window signs for restaurants, and the most effective ones were the ones that told users actually what the heck this is and how to get it. So so they were using Foursquare, and then, so they would have a pamphlet that you would get when you would come in. If people asked, and you would say like, here's how you use this service, here's how you sign up, and we can kind of help you get into that process. Because the more people, more consumers are getting into social media, the savvier they are, there's certainly a lot more benefits for consumers that way as well. You just have to kind of maybe sometimes bring them into the fold in terms of using those services, and what's the benefit for them to use it. So what incentives are in place, and what rewards can be had. So that's my talk for today. Good morning, Goderich. I hope you're all having a great day. I hope your weather is as lovely as it is here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.